Hello students, now we will study about alkynes. Alkynes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons which contain carbon-carbon triple bond. That means they have two pi bonds and they show addition reactions, and the special property is that they are acidic. Terminal alkynes are acidic. So in this video we are going to discuss about general structure and hybridization of the carbon in alkynes, and also the methods which are used for preparation of alkynes from different compounds. Let's start. Alkynes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons containing at least one carbon-carbon triple bond. The general formula is CnH2n-2, and the triple bonded carbon atom is sp hybridized. So in case of ethyne, this is the structure. There are two carbon atoms, both are triple bonded. So the hybridization is sp for both the carbons. So in alkynes, the triple bonded carbon atoms are sp hybridized. The bond angle between hydrogen carbon and carbon bond is 180 degree, and each carbon atom has two unhybridized p orbitals which are perpendicular to each other, which undergo sideways overlapping to form pi bonds between two carbon atoms. You can see these two perpendicular orbitals undergo sideways overlapping to form two pi bonds. Now preparation of alkynes. Now the first method for preparation of alkynes is dehydrohalogenation, and there are two ways in which this dehydrohalogenation is formed. The first is the dehydrohalogenation of gem halides. Next method is dehydrohalogenation of vicinal dihalides. Let's have a look at both one by one. So alkynes can be formed by dehydrohalogenation of gem halides. Now what is this? Actually, gem halides are this type of halides. Carbon, hydrogen atom, there is a carbon, alkyl group with two hydrogen, then a carbon and two halogens. So gem halides are those dihalides in which both the halogens are present on the same carbon. When this compound is reacted with alcoholic KOH, obviously it will undergo beta elimination. Alcoholic KOH is used for beta elimination. So what happens in first step, let's say this halogen and this hydrogen comes out in the form of hydrogen halides, and the resultant compound is RCH double bond C, one halogen and a hydrogen. In next step, this is reacted with another strong base which is more stronger than even KOH, and that is usually sodium NH2. Now in this step what happens, that again beta elimination takes place, and this time this halogen and this another hydrogen comes out in the form of hydrogen halide. The resulting compound which is formed is RC triple bond CH. This is an alkyne. So this is a method for preparation of alkynes from gem halides. Now another way is dehydrohalogenation of vicinal dihalide. Now what are vicinal dihalides? These are these type of compounds in which again two halogens are present, but these are on adjacent carbon atoms. This is, let's say, a general formula. Now this time what will happen when it is reacted with alcoholic KOH, again beta elimination takes place. This time this halogen, let's say, and this hydrogen comes in the form of hydrogen halides, which results in formation of a compound like this. This is nothing. This is halogen. Okay, let me correct it. Okay, and a double bond comes here, CHR. Now when this is again reacted with a stronger base, this halogen, this and this also comes out in the form of hydrogen halide, and the resulting compound is RC triple bond CR. This is another method of dehydrohalogenation for the preparation of alkynes from vicinal dihalides. Now HX can be removed if we start with vinyl halides also. So gem halides, then vicinal halides, and again vinyl halides can also be used for the same, then for preparation of alkynes. And in this is a vinyl halide in which halogen or halide is present to the carbon which is double bonded, and when it is reacted with NaH, which is a strong base, or it can also be reacted with NaNH2, this also results in formation of this compound which is actually RC triple bond CH. This is also beta elimination, RCH double bond CHBr. This is a compound in this Br, and this H came out in the form of hydrogen bromide and resulted in the formation of alkynes. So these are the three methods. The next is from tetrahaloalkanes. This compound can also be formed from tetrahaloalkanes. And what are tetrahaloalkanes? These are like this: R, C, another carbon, let's say this time it is H. There will be 4 halogens at adjacent positions, and when this would be reacted with zinc dust and it is heated at about 300 degrees Celsius, it will result in formation of it will cause, yes, as usual, R, C, X double bond C, X, H. These two come out in the form of X2, and when this is again heated with zinc dust, it will result in the formation of in the elimination of another molecule of dihalogens, and the compound would be, so this is dehalogenation of tetrahaloalkanes. Next is from alkynes. Now alkynes can also be formed from lower alkyne. Actually this method is used for formation of higher alkynes from lower alkynes, and there are two methods for this if we want to convert a lower alkyne into higher alkyne. First is that, let's say we have this compound triple bond CH. This is ethyne. Now when we react this with sodium in liquid ammonia, we get a compound like we get sodium salt of this compound Na. When this is reacted with the alkyl halide, this halogen goes with sodium to form sodium halide, comes out, and we get HC triple bond C connected with R. So this was the one method for preparation of higher alkynes from lower alkyne. Another method is using Grignard reagent. In Grignard reagent, let's say we have taken the same compounds ethyne. When it is reacted with Grignard reagent, Rx comes out, and we get HC triple bond CMgX. Now when this compound is further reacted with another alkyl halide, we get HC triple bond CR, and MgX2 comes out. So there are two methods for formation of higher alkynes from lower alkyne. First is reacting with sodium, and second one is reaction with Grignard reagent. Now this is the industrial method used for preparation of alkynes, and in which alkynes are formed by hydration of calcium carbide. This is the reaction in which calcium carbide is hydrated to form calcium hydroxide and alkynes. Actually, now these are the two reactions which are showing that how calcium carbide is formed. For forming calcium carbide, calcium carbonate is heated, which results in the formation of calcium oxide. When this calcium oxide is reacted with coke, it results in formation of calcium carbide, and this calcium carbide is reacted with water. Hydration of calcium carbide takes place to form calcium hydroxide, and an alkene is formed, which is ethene. Now there are some solved problems which are asked in engineering exams IIT-JEE. Now, which of the following is correct order of the bond length? We know that carbon-carbon triple bond is sp hybridized, carbon-carbon double bond, carbons are sp2 hybridized, and in this carbon-carbon single bond, these are sp3 hybridized. Now we can see in S it is something like this, 1s and 1p. In this case it is 1s followed by 2p orbitals. In this it is 1s followed by 3p orbitals. So it is very obvious from here that as the s character increases, it is 50% here, as the s character increases, bond length decreases and also the bond strength increases. So the correct order is, the smallest one is this is the correct order, longest followed by this. So the correct order is, longest one would be carbon-carbon single bond, and which is there any in this? This is not the correct option. This is not also the correct option, and the correct option is this, C. This is the longest one, then carbon-carbon double bond is smaller, then smallest is carbon-carbon triple bond. So the correct option is C. Next is relative reactivity of ethyne, ethene and ethane. Okay, we know that alkynes are least reactive. They do not undergo reaction very easily. Followed by, we know carbon-carbon double bond, there is a pi electron, and because of which these are more reactive and these can undergo addition reactions more readily. Followed by carbon-carbon triple bond, there are two actually pi bonds, and this hydrogen is also highly acidic and these undergo addition reactions. So the most reactive one would be alkyne followed by alkene and then alkane. So it is ethyne most reactive followed by ethene and then ethane. So this is the correct option. So now you are aware of the structure and methods used for preparation of alkynes. You know that hybridization of carbon in alkyne is sp, and also how to prepare them from different organic compounds using different chemical reactions. In our next video, we will move to chemical properties of alkynes. Keep watching.